30 Bruce Lee moments that science cannot explain. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist, he was a force of nature. From defying gravity to performing feats that left even scientists scratching their heads, his abilities seemed to blur the line between human and superhuman. How did he generate such incredible power? What secrets lay behind his unmatched speed? In this video, we're diving into 30 Bruce Lee moments that science simply can't explain. Prepare to be amazed as we uncover the legendary feats that still leave experts in awe. Are you ready to witness the impossible? Let's get started. The Dragon Flag. Few exercises embody the legendary physical prowess of Bruce Lee, quite like the Dragon Flag. This move, performed by raising and holding the body horizontally off a bench, supported only by the shoulders, showcases Lee's unmatched core strength and control. Developed as part of his innovative fitness routine, the Dragon Flag reflects his relentless dedication to functional training and martial arts excellence. What sets this exercise apart is its demand for full-body tension. The core, back, glutes, and stabilizing muscles all work in harmony to maintain the rigid straight-line position. Its mental challenge is equally formidable, requiring intense focus and discipline, hallmarks of Lee's holistic approach to martial arts. The Dragon Flag's influence endures, becoming a staple in martial arts training and inspiring widespread attempts on platforms like YouTube. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times, Lee famously said, capturing his philosophy of mastery, which the Dragon Flag exemplifies. Catching rice grains with chopsticks. Among the many extraordinary tales surrounding Bruce Lee, few capture the imagination like the story of him catching rice grains with chopsticks. While this feat remains unverified, it aligns perfectly with Lee's reputation for lightning-fast reflexes and impeccable hand-eye coordination. Such a display of precision and speed, though unconventional, mirrors the same skills essential for martial arts combat. This exercise reflects Lee's dedication to refining his reflexes through innovative methods. The intense focus and fine motor control required to manipulate chopsticks with such accuracy demonstrate not only physical prowess but mental discipline as well. It's no surprise that this legendary act is thought to have inspired the famous scene in The Karate Kid, where Mr. Miyagi catches a fly with chopsticks. Lee's philosophy emphasized speed and precision as fundamental to martial arts. As he once said, the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. This legendary tale underscores his holistic approach to mastery, further solidifying his mystique. Unusual strength. Bruce Lee was the epitome of strength beyond appearance, defying expectations with his lean 64-kilogram frame. Those who underestimated him often found themselves astounded by his unmatched physical power, demonstrated most famously through his heavy bag training. Unlike standard 50-kilogram punching bags, Lee used custom-made bags weighing over 135 kilograms, some of which he reportedly tore with his devastating punches. This practice exemplified Lee's mastery of progressive overload, a principle in strength training that involves gradually increasing resistance to build power. His explosive strikes and kicks were not merely the product of raw strength, but the result of functional training, designed to translate directly into martial arts performance. Lee's extraordinary strength-to-weight ratio challenged conventional notions that size equates to power. As he once remarked, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do." His dedication to pushing physical limits continues to inspire martial artists worldwide to prioritize functional strength over sheer bulk. Unique exercise techniques. Among the countless extraordinary moments in Bruce Lee's life, his unique exercise techniques remain a testament to his unparalleled physical prowess. Renowned for his relentless dedication to self-improvement, Lee's two-finger push-ups stand as one of his most awe-inspiring feats. Performing push-ups using just 2 fingers highlighted his exceptional finger strength and tendon conditioning, a feat that even seasoned athletes struggle to comprehend. Beyond this, Lee's ability to execute up to 200 two-finger push-ups and over 1,500 regular push-ups further showcased his extraordinary stamina and mastery of bodyweight training. His thumb push-ups, another remarkable feat, emphasized the versatility of his physical strength and his innovative approach to fitness. Long-term consistency beats short-term intensity, Lee famously said, embodying his disciplined training philosophy. These feats weren't mere stunts, They exemplified progressive calisthenics, focusing on functional strength that directly enhanced his martial arts techniques. Lee's exercises continue to inspire athletes worldwide to innovate and push the boundaries of physical achievement, reflecting his enduring legacy. Speed too fast for film, the speed of Bruce Lee was so extraordinary that it surpassed the limits of 1960s and 70s film technology. His movements often appeared blurred on standard cameras, forcing filmmakers to ask him to slow down during fight scenes to make his strikes visible to audiences. This technical limitation serves as a testament to his unparalleled speed, which remains awe-inspiring to this day. Lee could reportedly execute 9 punches and 6 kicks per second, a feat that left both opponents and spectators in disbelief. This incredible speed wasn't just for show, it gave him a decisive edge in combat, allowing him to strike faster than opponents could react. His training focused heavily on enhancing neurological efficiency and muscle fiber recruitment, resulting in a level of explosiveness rarely seen. As Lee himself once said, "Be like water, my friend." His fluid, rapid movements embodied this philosophy, solidifying his legacy as a martial arts icon whose feats continue to inspire and mystify. The one-inch punch. Few moments in martial arts history are as iconic as Bruce Lee's legendary one-inch punch. Deceptively simple in appearance, this technique left onlookers stunned as opponents were propelled backwards several meters despite the minimal wind-up. This seemingly supernatural power was no trick. It was the result of Lee's unparalleled mastery of body mechanics and physics. The one-inch punch relied on kinetic linking, a precise coordination of movement from his legs, hips, and core to generate maximum force. By focusing on momentum and force generation, Lee could deliver devastating impact with minimal motion. Speed and timing were crucial, as was his intense focus during execution. Rigorous training and practice allowed him to refine the punch into a practical demonstration of close-quarters combat power. This mesmerizing feat showcased not just physical strength, but Lee's deep understanding of martial arts principles, ensuring the one-inch punch remains a defining symbol of his genius. Kicks sending people flying. One of the most astonishing aspects of Bruce Lee's martial arts prowess was the sheer power of his kicks, which sent opponents flying with ease. These kicks were a perfect blend of strength and precision, honed through rigorous practice using training shields held by partners. The distance opponents were launched demonstrated the devastating force behind his techniques. Lee's kicks weren't just about leg strength, they were a full-body effort, leveraging coordinated movement from his core, hips, and legs. This mastery of body mechanics, combined with his exceptional flexibility and agility, allowed him to deliver impactful strikes with remarkable efficiency. From side kicks to roundhouse kicks, Lee's versatility added to the practical application of his techniques in both offense and defense. Beyond their effectiveness, the visual spectacle of opponents being thrown through the air cemented Lee's legendary status in martial arts history. His emphasis on kicking techniques as a fundamental element of combat continues to influence martial artists and inspire awe worldwide. Science can't explain these 30 Bruce Lee moments. Leave a number 1 if you're watching until the end to see all the unbelievable footage and share your theories. The magic trick with coins. Among his many talents, Bruce Lee could captivate an audience not only with his martial arts, but also with his extraordinary sleight of hand. His famous coin trick involved switching coins so quickly that observers couldn't perceive the change. This feat highlighted his unmatched speed, dexterity, and impeccable hand-eye coordination. Like a skilled magician, Lee relied on precision, fine motor control, and possibly a touch of misdirection to create the illusion. His ability to execute such delicate movements reflects the same dedication and practice he applied to his martial arts training. Comparable to the finesse of a master pickpocket, the trick also showcased Lee's mental agility and lightning-fast reflexes. Though unrelated to combat, the coin trick entertained and amazed audiences, adding another layer to his mystique. The stillness in stillness is not the true stillness. Only when there is stillness in movement does the universal rhythm manifest, Lee once remarked, embodying his mastery of control and precision in all aspects of life. Unpunchable. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial arts theorist, he was a practitioner whose skills proved highly effective in real-world situations. Known for his unparalleled evasive maneuvers, Lee could effortlessly dodge attacks, leaving opponents frustrated and bewildered. His superior fighting skills were on full display during street fights and even on-set altercations, such as the famous incident during the filming of Enter the Dragon. Despite being challenged unexpectedly, Lee always maintained composure, adapting his techniques to handle unpredictable scenarios with ease. These encounters offered him valuable practical combat experience, showcasing his ability to turn his philosophies into tangible victories. Importantly, he respected his opponents, often prioritizing humility over humiliation. These real-world applications of his skills reinforced his legend as a formidable fighter, emphasizing the practicality of his teachings. Stories of his self-defense proficiency and adaptability continue to inspire martial artists, demonstrating that Bruce Lee's techniques weren't just cinematic, they were undeniably effective. Dislocated shoulder with a slap. An unusual yet revealing moment in Bruce Lee's life occurred during a training session when a seemingly light slap from Lee accidentally dislocated his training partner's shoulder. This unexpected incident underscored the immense power Lee could generate even in casual movements. Far from an intentional act, the injury highlighted how conditioned Lee's body was to produce force. His incredible finger strength, combined with the intensity of his training, meant that even minor gestures carried significant impact. Such a mishap also serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between strength and control, particularly in a training environment. For all his mastery, this incident showed that even a martial arts legend was not immune to occasional lapses in judgment or accidents. The story, often recounted as anecdotal evidence of Lee's strength, further illustrates the extent of his physical conditioning and his remarkable abilities. Ultimately, this moment is a cautionary tale, emphasizing the need for control and mindfulness, even among the most skilled practitioners. Blindfolded sparring. One of the most remarkable examples of Bruce Lee's martial arts mastery was his ability to spar while blindfolded. Removing sight, the primary sense for combat, forced him to rely entirely on heightened awareness and intuition. This practice honed his ability to detect opponents' movements through sound, touch, and spatial awareness, showcasing a level of skill few could achieve. Blindfolded sparring is considered an advanced training technique, requiring exceptional proprioception and mental discipline. For Lee, it was an exercise in adaptability, pushing him to trust his instincts and refine his reactions. Sparring under such conditions against a grandmaster opponent made the feat even more extraordinary. This approach demonstrated Lee's relentless pursuit of improvement and willingness to challenge perceived limitations. By exploring unconventional methods like blindfolded sparring, Lee not only elevated his own abilities but also inspired martial artists to think beyond traditional boundaries. This exercise remains a testament to his unmatched skill and dedication to innovation in martial arts. Table tennis with nunchucks. A truly unforgettable display of Bruce Lee's ingenuity and skill was his ability to play table tennis using nunchucks. Transforming a traditional martial arts weapon into a tool for this fast-paced game showcased his extraordinary creativity and precision. The feat required exceptional hand-eye coordination and dexterity, as well as total mastery over the nunchucks' movements. Successfully returning a table tennis ball with such an unconventional tool demanded intense focus, concentration, and control. This moment also reflected Lee's playful side, as he often explored unconventional ways to refine his abilities and entertain audiences. By using nunchucks in such an unexpected way, Lee challenged traditional norms, pushing the boundaries of what martial artists could achieve. The demonstration highlighted his adaptability and innovative thinking, traits that defined his approach to martial arts. While visually entertaining, this feat was also a testament to Lee's dedication to mastery, proving that for him, even the simplest activities could become opportunities for extraordinary expression and skill. Speed demonstrations. In 1967, Bruce Lee left an indelible mark on the martial arts community through his jaw-dropping speed demonstrations. At events like the Long Beach International Karate Championships, Lee showcased rapid strikes that not only awed spectators but also impressed seasoned martial artists, including black belts. A notable anecdote involves Vic Moore, a 10th-degree black belt, who was unable to block Lee's lightning-fast punch during a demonstration. This event underscored Lee's unparalleled ability to deliver strikes faster than opponents could react. His speed was more than raw quickness. It was paired with flawless technique and precision, making it a devastating tool in combat. Lee's focus on speed training as a cornerstone of his martial arts philosophy enabled him to overwhelm opponents and evade attacks effortlessly. These public demonstrations solidified his reputation as a martial arts icon and inspired awe among those who witnessed them. They remain a defining element of his growing legend and lasting legacy. Nunchucks and matchstick trick. Among Bruce Lee's many incredible feats, lighting matchsticks with nunchucks stands out as a dazzling display of precision and control. This extraordinary trick required pinpoint accuracy, as a single misstep could miss the tiny match or break it entirely. Lee's ability to perform this feat with matchsticks placed in challenging locations highlights his unmatched mastery of the nunchucks. Executing such a delicate and unconventional skill demanded not only physical dexterity, but also intense focus and concentration. The feat exemplifies Lee's dedication to relentless practice and his philosophy of constantly pushing the boundaries of what could be achieved with martial arts weapons. More than just a technical achievement, the trick served as a stunning visual spectacle, captivating audiences and solidifying Lee's reputation as both a martial artist and a showman. It stands as a testament to his commitment to refining every detail of his craft and inspiring awe with his mastery and innovation. Philosophy and training. Bruce Lee revolutionized martial arts with a philosophy that prioritized quality over quantity. He believed in mastering a few key techniques deeply, rather than spreading oneself too thin with many superficial ones. This focus on continuous daily practice allowed Lee to refine his skills, constantly seeking improvement through adaptation and evolution. At the core of his philosophy was Jeet Kune Do, his martial arts system built on principles of simplicity, efficiency, and practicality. Lee rejected the rigid boundaries of traditional styles, advocating for a fluid approach that encouraged self-expression. His famous be-like water analogy emphasized adaptability, stressing that martial artists should flow like water, responding to circumstances with ease. Lee's teachings embraced mental and physical harmony, seeing martial arts as a holistic practice that nurtures not just the body, but the mind and spirit as well. His philosophy continues to inspire martial artists, pushing them to evolve, think critically, and seek balance in all aspects of life. Bruce Lee emphasized quality over quantity in training. Do you agree with this approach for mastering a skill? Comment quality or quantity. Teaching. Bruce Lee was not just a legendary martial artist and actor, he was a passionate teacher who dedicated himself to sharing his profound knowledge. At the heart of his teaching was Jeet Kune Do, his innovative martial arts philosophy which he imparted to select students with great care. Lee emphasized the importance of mastering fundamental techniques, believing that true skill began with a strong foundation. His approach was deeply personal. He tailored instruction to the individual, recognizing that each student had unique strengths and challenges. As Lee once said, a teacher is never a giver of truth. He is a guide, a pointer to the truth that each student must find for themselves. This belief shaped his mentorship, which extended beyond technique to foster personal growth and resilience. He also trained his son, Brandon Lee, ensuring the continuity of his legacy. Today, Bruce Lee's teachings continue to inspire, solidifying his profound and lasting impact on martial arts. Hollywood and media presence. Bruce Lee began his acting career as a child in Hong Kong, laying the foundation for a journey that would redefine Hollywood and global cinema. His role as Kato in The Green Hornet introduced him to Western audiences, where his unparalleled martial arts skills and charisma captivated viewers. Lee used his media presence to showcase Jeet Kune Do, exposing audiences worldwide to his martial philosophy and revolutionary techniques. Through his work, Lee boldly challenged stereotypes of Asian actors, breaking barriers in Hollywood and fostering a cross-cultural exchange between Eastern and Western audiences. His influence extended beyond his roles. He became a global icon, bridging cultures and reshaping perceptions of martial arts. As he famously said, "The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering." Lee's films remain a cornerstone of action cinema, inspiring fight choreography and filmmakers for generations. Today, his enduring popularity reflects his lasting impact as both an artist and a cultural trailblazer. Precision and focus. Bruce Lee exemplified precision and focus, elevating martial arts into an intricate blend of science and art. He championed the mind-body connection, believing that mental discipline and physical mastery were inseparable. Through meditation and rigorous training, Lee cultivated laser-like focus, enabling him to execute movements with extraordinary accuracy and efficiency. His strikes, honed through years of meticulous practice, targeted vital areas with pinpoint precision, maximizing impact while minimizing effort. Lee emphasized adaptability and fluidity, famously stating, "Be water, my friend." This philosophy allowed him to respond to dynamic combat scenarios effortlessly. His mastery of timing, rhythm, anticipation, and reaction gave him a significant edge, making him seem almost prophetic in predicting opponents' moves. Every movement he made was deliberate and controlled, showcasing his unparalleled discipline and integration of techniques into a seamless, dynamic fighting style. Bruce Lee's focus and precision remain legendary, continuing to inspire martial artists to achieve the same level of excellence. Balancing career and family. Amid his meteoric rise to stardom, Bruce Lee remained deeply committed to his family, a testament to his unparalleled discipline and values. As a husband to Linda Lee Cadwell and a father to Brandon and Shannon Lee, Lee seamlessly balanced the demands of his burgeoning career with his role as a devoted family man. Despite a grueling schedule of filmmaking, martial arts instruction, and public appearances, he prioritized quality time with his loved ones, instilling in his children a love for martial arts and the principles of discipline and perseverance. Lee worked tirelessly to provide for his family, ensuring their well-being while nurturing their shared passions. His son Brandon began training in martial arts under his guidance at a young age, a tradition of mentorship that underscored their close bond. Although his untimely passing left an irreplaceable void, Lee's legacy of love and devotion endures, inspiring families worldwide. Through the Bruce Lee Foundation, his family continues to honor and share his extraordinary life and teachings. Boxing match with Gary Elms. In 1958, a teenage Bruce Lee stepped into the ring for a boxing match against Gary Elms, marking an early milestone in his martial arts journey. Adhering to formal boxing rules, the match limited Lee's ability to showcase the full range of his martial arts techniques. Nevertheless, his natural talent and fighting ability shone through, leading to a decisive, unanimous decision victory. While the win was impressive, Lee felt dissatisfied with the constraints imposed by traditional boxing rules. This experience became a pivotal moment, sparking his desire to create a more versatile and adaptable fighting style. As Lee later said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own." The match was a testing ground for Lee's skills, offering valuable lessons that would shape his philosophy and contribute to the development of Jeet Kune Do. It served as a stepping stone, showcasing his potential and setting the stage for his legendary martial arts career. Rooftop fights in Seattle. In the early days of his martial arts journey, Bruce Lee engaged in a series of rooftop fights in Seattle that played a pivotal role in shaping his legendary combat skills. These encounters, though limited in number, provided him with invaluable real-world experience beyond the confines of formal competition. Unlike the controlled environment of tournaments, these fights exposed Lee to the unpredictability of street combat, where adaptability and quick thinking were crucial. Facing opponents with diverse fighting styles, he used these challenges to test and refine his developing martial arts philosophy, Jeet Kune Do. Each bout served as a laboratory for his techniques, emphasizing practicality and self-defense over rigid forms or traditions. And these rooftop skirmishes not only honed his street fighting skills, but also deepened his understanding of combat dynamics. They were formative moments that contributed to Lee's confidence and the evolution of his philosophy, proving that martial arts must remain fluid and effective in any situation. Bruce Lee engaged in unsanctioned street fights. Is it ever ethical to engage in street fighting outside of self-defense? Comment yes or no. Share your perspective in the comments below. Challenge match with Yoichi Nakachi. When Bruce Lee faced Yoichi Nakachi in a challenge match, it was more than a test of skill. It was a defense of his revolutionary martial arts philosophy, Jeet Kune Do. The match, held in front of an audience, showcased Lee's unparalleled ability to adapt to different fighting styles. In a swift and decisive victory, Lee demonstrated the effectiveness of his techniques and the core principles of Jeet Kune Do. This moment wasn't merely about defeating an opponent, it was about validating his belief in adaptability, precision, and efficiency. The victory not only boosted his confidence, but also attracted attention to his philosophy, inspiring others to explore his teachings. Despite the swift outcome, Lee likely respected Nakachi's skills, embodying the humility that defined his character. The match remains a powerful demonstration of how Lee's methods thrived in real-world scenarios, solidifying his legendary status. Legendary duel with Wong Jack Man. The 1964 duel between Bruce Lee and Wong Jack Man arose from a philosophical clash over martial arts. Wong, adhering to traditional beliefs, opposed Lee's teaching of martial arts to non-Chinese students. Lee, in contrast, championed inclusivity, advocating for the universal sharing of knowledge. This ideological disagreement culminated in a controversial fight, with varying accounts of its outcome and duration. While Lee emerged victorious, he was reportedly dissatisfied with the effort required, prompting a critical re-evaluation of his training methods. He saw the duel as a catalyst for growth, famously stating, "Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them." This moment significantly influenced the evolution of Jeet Kune Do, pushing Lee to refine its principles of efficiency, adaptability, and fluidity. Beyond the fight's physicality, it underscored Lee's willingness to challenge tradition and embrace innovation. This duel remains historically significant, marking a pivotal step in Lee's journey toward redefining martial arts for future generations. Secret fight with Lai. Among the lesser-known episodes in Bruce Lee's life is his secret fight with a martial artist named Lai, a private encounter that reflects Lee's discretion and integrity. Unlike his high-profile demonstrations, this fight unfolded away from the public eye, emphasizing Lee's respect for his opponent and his preference for substance over spectacle. Reports suggest that Lee achieved a decisive victory, further cementing his reputation as a formidable martial artist. However, instead of using the win to bolster his own fame, Lee chose to keep the event under wraps to protect Lai's reputation. This act of humility highlights his commitment to martial arts as a journey of self-improvement, rather than an arena for public dominance. While many details of the fight remain shrouded in mystery, its significance lies in how it aligns with Lee's philosophy of respect, learning, and growth. It exemplifies his ability to balance mastery of combat with the principles of dignity and integrity, deepening his legendary legacy. Training regimen. Bruce Lee's training regimen was a testament to his unwavering commitment to physical excellence. Rigorous and demanding, his daily routine involved thousands of repetitions of punches, kicks, and calisthenics combined with full-body conditioning to build strength, endurance, flexibility, and speed. Lee's approach was nothing short of innovative. He often multitasked during training, such as practicing techniques while watching television to maximize efficiency. Lee's philosophy emphasized constant improvement, as he famously said, "There are no limits. There are plateaus, but you must not stay there. You must go beyond them." He pushed his boundaries daily, incorporating cutting-edge methods and equipment to enhance his abilities. Beyond the physical, his routine cultivated mental discipline, reflecting his holistic approach to martial arts. This relentless pursuit of mastery inspired generations of martial artists and fitness enthusiasts. Lee's regimen was not just about building a body, but about embodying a philosophy that united mind, body, and spirit in the quest for greatness. Realism in fight scenes. Bruce Lee revolutionized action cinema with his insistence on realism in fight scenes, a bold departure from the overly choreographed and artificial sequences common in Hollywood at the time. Determined to bring authenticity to the screen, Lee emphasized genuine contact and impactful blows, crafting fights that felt raw, visceral, and immediate. This approach was more than just a stylistic choice. It reflected Lee's belief in the practical application of martial arts. His fight scenes showcased techniques that could be effectively used in real-world situations, blending cinematic storytelling with martial arts philosophy. By rejecting artificiality, he created sequences that not only thrilled audiences, but also elevated the entire genre of action cinema. Lee's groundbreaking work influenced countless filmmakers and choreographers, setting a new standard for authenticity in fight choreography. His legacy endures as a cornerstone of modern action filmmaking, inspiring generations to prioritize realism and intensity, and proving that art and practicality can coexist in cinema. Sweat gland removal. Bruce Lee's decision to remove the sweat glands from his underarms reveals the extent of his dedication to maintaining a flawless on-screen appearance. This extreme measure was driven by his desire to avoid visible sweat stains during filming, ensuring that his carefully crafted image remained intact. However, the procedure, which impairs the body's natural cooling system, is both rare and controversial due to its potential health risks. Some have speculated that this decision may have contributed to Lee's untimely death, though there is no conclusive evidence to support this claim. Instead, it underscores Lee's perfectionism and meticulous attention to detail. As Lee himself said, "If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of." This choice, while unusual, reflects his relentless pursuit of excellence and dedication to his craft. Despite the controversy, the anecdote continues to spark debate, revealing the complexities behind Lee's larger-than-life persona and his enduring legacy. Child actor. Before becoming a martial arts icon, Bruce Lee began his journey as a child actor in Hong Kong cinema, showcasing his natural talent for performance at an early age. Appearing in films like The Kid and a Mother's Tears, Lee displayed remarkable charisma and on-screen presence, earning recognition as a young star. This early exposure to the entertainment industry provided him with invaluable experience, building a foundation for his later success in martial arts cinema. Performing in diverse roles and genres, Lee honed his acting skills and developed the confidence and poise that would define his career. Through practical experience, he learned the craft of acting while also building a network of industry contacts. Lee's early success as a child actor foreshadowed his rise to global fame. His journey from child star to martial arts legend exemplifies his relentless dedication and versatility, demonstrating how his early experiences shaped the unparalleled legacy he would leave behind. Custom training equipment. Bruce Lee was not only a martial arts pioneer but also an innovator in training methods, utilizing custom-made equipment to push his physical limits and elevate his craft. Among his most notable tools were exceptionally heavy punching bags, including a 300-pound bag reinforced with metal and a staggering 700-pound bag designed specifically for his powerful kicks. These tools emphasized his commitment to developing unmatched strength and precision. Lee's equipment was meticulously tailored to his training needs, reflecting his focus on durability, resilience, and the practical application of martial arts techniques. His innovative approach to training demonstrated his relentless pursuit of excellence as he constantly sought ways to surpass his own limitations. This dedication not only enhanced his physical abilities, but also inspired countless martial artists to explore new and effective training methods. By designing tools that pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible, Lee set a new standard for commitment and creativity in the world of martial arts. 20 Hollywood celebs won't cast anymore. Hollywood is the land of fame and fortune, but for some stars, the spotlight doesn't last forever. What happens when the cameras stop rolling and the scripts stop coming? In this video, we're uncovering the shocking truth about 20 once-beloved celebrities Hollywood just won't cast anymore. From controversial decisions to career-altering missteps, these stories will leave you speechless. Why did their star power fade, and can they ever make a comeback? Stay tuned to discover the untold secrets behind Hollywood's most surprising casting choices. Victoria Dawn Justice, born on February 19, 1993, is an American actress and singer who gained prominence through her roles in Nickelodeon series such as Zoe 101 Inches and Victorious. Her portrayal of Tori Vega in Victorious showcased her acting and musical talents, earning her a dedicated fan base. In recent years, Justice has been less visible in mainstream Hollywood productions. This shift is largely due to her deliberate choice to focus on personal growth and to pursue projects that resonate with her artistic aspirations. She has expressed a desire to take on roles that challenge her creatively, stating, "When you do TV, it is nice to be able to kind of sit with the character for longer and really get to flesh that out." Justice's reduced presence in Hollywood has allowed her to explore independent music ventures and select film projects. She released singles like Treat Myself and starred in films such as Afterlife of the Party and A Perfect Pairing, which premiered on Netflix. Her earlier work continues to influence the industry, inspiring a generation of young actors and musicians who admired her performances during Nickelodeon's heyday. Currently, Justice is embracing her independence as an artist, releasing music that reflects her personal experiences and artistic growth. She remains connected with her fan base through social media and interviews where she shares insights into her life and career choices. Her commitment to authenticity and creative exploration suggests a promising future, whether within or beyond traditional Hollywood avenues. Katherine Heigl Katherine Heigl rose to fame as a television and film star, becoming a household name with her portrayal of Dr. Izzy Stevens on Grey's Anatomy, which earned her an Emmy Award in 2007. Her transition to romantic comedies like Knocked Up 2007 and 27 Dresses 2008 solidified her status as a leading actress in Hollywood. Known for her charm and on-screen charisma, Heigl was once one of the most sought-after stars in the industry. Despite her success, Heigl's career faced challenges that contributed to her absence from major Hollywood productions. Her candidness in interviews, including calling Knocked Up a little sexist and withdrawing her name from Emmy consideration due to dissatisfaction with her Grey's Anatomy material, led to perceptions of being difficult to work with. These remarks reportedly strained her relationships with colleagues and studio executives. "I was really struggling with work-life balance," Heigl admitted in a 2021 interview with The Washington Post. "I let a lot of people down, and that's on me." Her reduced presence in Hollywood films gave her time to focus on family and smaller screen ventures. She returned to television with shows like Suits and Firefly Lane, receiving praise for her performances. Although her absence from big-budget films impacted her career momentum, Heigl's influence on romantic comedies and TV drama remains significant. Currently, Heigl continues to work on meaningful projects while advocating for mental health awareness and fostering animals, showing that her legacy is more than her Hollywood hiatus. Monique. Monique, born Monique Angela Hicks on December 11, 1967, is an American comedian and actress, renowned for her dynamic presence in stand-up comedy and television. She gained widespread recognition for her role as Nikki Parker in the UPN series The Parkers, and earned critical acclaim, including an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her portrayal of Mary Lee Johnston in the 2009 film Precious. Despite her talent, Monique's relationship with Hollywood became strained due to her outspoken criticism of industry practices. She publicly accused prominent figures like Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels of blackballing her after she declined to participate in promotional campaigns for Precious without additional compensation. Monique stated, "I got a phone call from Lee Daniels maybe 6 or 7 months ago, and he said to me, 'Monique, you've been blackballed.'" This candidness led to a decline in mainstream opportunities, as industry insiders perceived her as difficult to work with. The impact on her career was significant, with a noticeable reduction in high-profile roles. Nonetheless, Monique's earlier work, particularly in The Parkers and Precious, left an indelible mark on Hollywood, showcasing her versatility and depth as an actress. In recent years, Monique has focused on stand-up comedy and independent projects. She headlined a residency in Las Vegas and, in 2023, released a Netflix special titled My Name is Monique, where she delved into personal topics, including her experiences with sexuality. Her resilience and commitment to authenticity continue to resonate with audiences, suggesting that while mainstream Hollywood may have distanced itself, Monique remains a formidable force in entertainment. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was once revered as one of America's most beloved entertainers. Rising to fame in the 1960s, he broke barriers as the first black actor to star in a primetime drama, I Spy. His groundbreaking sitcom, The Cosby Show, 1984-1992, not only showcased his comedic genius, but also redefined representation of black families on television, becoming a cultural touchstone and one of the most successful TV shows of all time. Cosby earned numerous accolades, including Emmy and Grammy Awards, solidifying his place in entertainment history. However, Cosby's career came to an abrupt halt following a series of sexual assault allegations spanning decades. These claims, which gained momentum in the mid-2010s, led to his conviction in 2018 for aggravated indecent assault. While the conviction was overturned on a procedural issue in 2021, the damage to his public image and career was irreparable. Many former collaborators, studios, and networks distanced themselves from him, effectively ending his presence in Hollywood. Reflecting on his downfall, Cosby has denied all allegations and stated, "I have never changed my stance nor my story. I have always maintained my innocence." Despite his denials, the legal and social consequences have overshadowed his once celebrated career. Today, Cosby remains a controversial figure with his legacy mired in scandal. While his contributions to entertainment cannot be ignored, they are now viewed through the lens of his actions, leaving a conflicted and tarnished legacy in the eyes of fans and peers alike. Hollywood is changing, comment 1, and stick around to the end to see which 20 celebs are no longer being cast and why. This video reveals the inside story. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, born on July 31st, 1962, is an American actor, film producer and martial artist, renowned for his dynamic roles in action films throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. He gained widespread acclaim for portraying the vampire hunter Blade in the Blade trilogy, 1998-2004, a series that significantly contributed to the popularity of superhero films. Despite his early success, Snipes' career faced challenges that led to a decline in mainstream Hollywood roles. In 2008, he was convicted of willful failure to file federal income tax returns and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, serving from 2010 to 2013. This legal issue, coupled with reports of unprofessional behavior on set, such as conflicts during the filming of Blade Trinity, negatively impacted his reputation in the industry. Snipes himself acknowledged the consequences, stating, "I hope I came out a better person." The combination of legal troubles and perceived difficulties in collaboration led to a reduction in leading roles for Snipes. However, his earlier work, particularly in the Blade series, left a lasting legacy by paving the way for future superhero franchises. His portrayal of Blade is often credited with demonstrating the box office potential of comic book adaptations, influencing Hollywood's approach to the genre. In recent years, Snipes has returned to the screen with roles in projects like Coming to America and the Netflix series True Story. Additionally, he made a notable cameo as Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine, which was well received by audiences. Co-star Ryan Reynolds expressed enthusiasm for Snipes' return, stating, "More Blade, please." This resurgence indicates that while his career faced significant obstacles, Snipes remains a respected figure with the potential for future contributions to the entertainment industry. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster is a celebrated actress and filmmaker whose career spans over 5 decades. She first captured audiences' hearts as a child star in Taxi Driver, 1976, earning an Academy Award nomination at just 14. Foster later solidified her place in Hollywood with 2 Oscar-winning performances in The Accused, 1988, and The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Known for her intelligence and depth, Foster became a rare example of a child actor successfully transitioning into a serious adult performer and director. Foster's reduced visibility in Hollywood productions is largely due to her deliberate career choices. As a private individual, she has often eschewed the limelight in favor of meaningful projects. Foster transitioned to directing and producing, working on critically acclaimed films like The Beaver, 2011, and episodes of popular TV series, including Black Mirror. She has expressed a preference for quality over quantity, saying, "I don't think of my career as a series of hits. I've always been about following my gut and doing what feels authentic to me." Although her absence from mainstream Hollywood may be noticeable, Foster's impact on the industry remains significant. She has paved the way for women directors and actors seeking multifaceted careers, proving that success doesn't always hinge on constant visibility. Currently, Foster continues to pursue passion projects, both in front of and behind the camera, while maintaining the privacy and independence that have defined her remarkable career. Fans and peers alike celebrate her legacy as an icon of artistry and integrity. Hayden Christensen. Hayden Christensen, born on April 19, 1981, in Vancouver, Canada, is a Canadian actor who gained international fame for his portrayal of Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. His performance in Attack of the Clones, 2002, and Revenge of the Sith, 2005, earned him critical attention, though it also attracted mixed reviews. Following his success in the Star Wars series, Christensen's career trajectory faced challenges. His subsequent films, such as Factory Girl, 2006, and Awake, 2007, did not achieve significant commercial success, which impacted his standing in Hollywood. Additionally, Christensen felt overwhelmed by the industry's demands and the public's perception of his performances. He expressed his sentiments, stating, "I had this great thing in Star Wars that provided all these opportunities and gave me a career, but it all kind of felt a little too handed to me." In 2008, Christensen made a conscious decision to step away from Hollywood. He purchased a farm in Ontario, Canada, seeking a more grounded and private life away from the limelight. This move allowed him to focus on personal growth and family, distancing himself from the pressures of the entertainment industry. Christensen reflected on his choice, noting, "I didn't want to go through life feeling like I was just riding a wave. Christensen's absence from Hollywood has been marked by a selective approach to acting. He returned to the screen with roles in films like Jumper, 2008, and Takers, 2010, but these projects did not significantly alter his career trajectory. His decision to prioritize personal fulfillment over professional obligations has led to a more subdued presence in the industry. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was once one of Hollywood's brightest young stars, captivating audiences with her performances in films like The Parent Trap, 1998, Freaky Friday, 2003, and Mean Girls, 2004. Her charm, comedic timing, and versatility earned her praise and positioned her as a rising star in the early 2000s. Lohan was often compared to Hollywood legends for her potential to transition from child stardom to a long-lasting acting career. However, Lohan's career faced significant setbacks due to personal and legal troubles. A series of high-profile incidents, including arrests, DUIs, and stints in rehab, overshadowed her professional achievements. Studio executives and directors became reluctant to cast her due to concerns about her reliability and reputation. Lohan has spoken candidly about her struggles, telling Oprah Winfrey in a 2013 interview, "I know that in my past I was putting myself in the wrong situations, and I take full responsibility for that." Lohan's time away from Hollywood allowed her to explore other ventures, including a stint in the fashion industry, reality television, and business pursuits, such as opening nightclubs in Greece. Though her absence from major films dimmed her star power, Lohan remains a cultural icon, remembered for her influence on a generation of young viewers. In recent years, Lohan has expressed interest in returning to acting, and her role in Netflix's Falling for Christmas, 2022, signaled a potential comeback. Fans continue to root for her resilience and hope for a revitalization of her career. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow rose to prominence in the 1990s, earning acclaim for her performances in films like Emma, 1996, and Shakespeare in Love, 1998, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. Her work in blockbusters like Iron Man, 2008, and the Avengers franchise solidified her status as a versatile and bankable Hollywood star. Known for her elegance and range, Paltrow became one of the most recognizable faces in the industry. Despite her success, Paltrow's presence in mainstream Hollywood has significantly decreased in recent years. This shift is largely due to her pivot away from acting to focus on her lifestyle brand, Goop, which she founded in 2008. The company, which started as a newsletter, has grown into a global wellness empire, allowing Paltrow to channel her energy into entrepreneurship. She addressed her reduced acting roles in a 2020 Harper's Bazaar interview, stating, "I don't daydream about the movie business at all. I really don't miss it." While her departure from Hollywood left a gap in the industry, Paltrow's legacy as an actress remains influential. Her work in romantic dramas and superhero films continues to inspire audiences, and her career shift has opened doors for other performers to explore opportunities beyond acting. Today, Paltrow focuses on expanding Goop and exploring ventures in health and wellness. Though she may not appear on the big screen as frequently, her impact on entertainment and culture remains profound, blending Hollywood glamour with entrepreneurial ambition. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, born on July 26, 1959, is an American actor and producer, acclaimed for his versatile performances in film, television, and theater. He achieved critical success with roles in The Usual Suspects, 1995, earning an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, and American Beauty, 1999, for which he won the Academy Award for Best Actor. Spacey also starred as Frank Underwood in the acclaimed Netflix series House of Cards, further solidifying his status in Hollywood. In 2017, Spacey's career faced a significant downturn following multiple allegations of sexual misconduct. These accusations led to his removal from House of Cards and the replacement of his role in the film All the Money in the World. The industry largely distanced itself from him, resulting in a substantial decline in casting opportunities. Spacey addressed the situation, stating, "I have a lot of respect and admiration for Anthony Rapp as an actor. I'm beyond horrified to hear his story." The impact on Spacey's career was profound, with his absence creating a void in projects that once relied on his star power. His earlier work, particularly in American Beauty and House of Cards, had a significant influence on Hollywood, showcasing his ability to portray complex characters. However, the allegations and subsequent legal battles overshadowed his contributions, leading to a re-evaluation of his legacy within the industry. In recent years, Spacey has expressed a desire to return to acting. In a 2024 interview, he revealed financial struggles and the challenges of resuming his career, stating, "I have no money coming in and I still have legal fees to pay." Despite being acquitted of criminal charges in 2023, his efforts to re-establish himself in Hollywood have been met with mixed reactions. Some industry figures, like actor Brian Cox, advocate for his return, suggesting that he should not be punished endlessly. Nonetheless, Spacey's future in the entertainment industry remains uncertain as he continues to navigate the complexities of public perception and professional redemption. Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz, born on August 30th, 1972 in San Diego, California, is an American actress and former model who rose to fame with her debut in The Mask, 1994. She became one of Hollywood's leading actresses, known for roles in films like There's Something About Mary, 1998, Charlie's Angels, 2000, and Shrek, 2001. In 2014, Diaz chose to step away from acting to focus on her personal life. She explained, "I just really didn't care about anything else beyond her personal well-being and relationships." This decision allowed her to reclaim her own life and prioritize starting a family and exploring other interests. During her hiatus, Diaz co-founded Avaline, a vegan wine brand, and embraced family life with her husband, musician Benji Madden, and their 2 children. She emphasized the importance of therapy in maintaining a strong marriage, stating, "It's what we depend on." In 2024, Diaz announced her return to acting, starring alongside Jamie Foxx in the Netflix action comedy Back in Action, set for release in January 2025. She expressed excitement about reuniting with Foxx, noting, "I couldn't say no to Jamie." Diaz's return has been met with enthusiasm from fans and industry peers, highlighting her enduring appeal and talent. Her previous work continues to influence Hollywood, and her upcoming projects are highly anticipated. Cameron Diaz's temporary departure from Hollywood was a deliberate choice to focus on personal growth and family. Her return to the screen signifies a new chapter in her career, balancing her passions both on and off the screen. Cameron Diaz is back in action. Are you excited to see her return to the big screen? Comment yes or no and tell us why. Judge Reinhold. Judge Reinhold became a familiar face in Hollywood during the 1980s, with standout roles in beloved films such as Fast Times at Ridgemont High, 1982, and the Beverly Hills Cop franchise, 1984-1987. Known for his comedic timing and relatable charm, Reinhold was a quintessential supporting actor who brought a unique blend of humor and likability to his roles. He continued his success in family-friendly classics like the Santa Claus trilogy, earning a reputation as a dependable character actor. Despite his early achievements, Reinhold's presence in Hollywood gradually declined in the late 1990s and 2000s. A mix of industry shifts, typecasting, and fewer high-profile opportunities contributed to his waning career. Reinhold has also faced challenges in maintaining his status in an industry that often prioritizes younger talent or reinvention. Reflecting on his career, he once joked, "You have to accept that there's a time when people stop calling, and that's okay," highlighting his pragmatic approach to fame. Though he is no longer a staple in major Hollywood productions, Reinhold remains active in smaller projects and television appearances. He has also embraced his status as a nostalgic figure for fans who grew up watching his films. Currently, Reinhold occasionally participates in independent films, fan conventions, and interviews where he shares stories about his iconic roles. While his star power has dimmed, his contributions to 1980s and 1990s pop culture have solidified his legacy as a cherished comedic actor. Mike Myers.
Nothing left for me to do but just go home.
Mike Myers, born on May 25, 1963 in Scarborough, Ontario, is a Canadian actor, comedian, and writer, renowned for his work on Saturday Night Live and for creating iconic characters in films such as Wayne's World, 1992, and the Austin Powers series. His portrayal of the titular character in the Shrek franchise further solidified his status as a leading figure in comedy. In the late 2000s, Myers' presence in Hollywood diminished. The 2008 film The Love Guru, which he co-wrote and starred in, was both a critical and commercial failure, leading to a decline in major film offers. Additionally, reports of Myers being difficult to work with may have contributed to his reduced casting opportunities. An article noted that since early in his career, the actor has been tagged with a reputation for being difficult to work with, moody, controlling, and arrogant. Despite this, Myers has remained active in the entertainment industry, albeit in a more selective manner. He took on supporting roles in films like Inglourious Basterds, 2009, and Bohemian Rhapsody, 2018. In 2022, he created and starred in the Netflix series The Pentaverate, showcasing his continued creative endeavors. Reflecting on his career choices, Myers stated, "I have been very choosy. I apologize for being so choosy. This selectiveness, combined with past challenges, has influenced his sporadic appearances in Hollywood productions." Looking ahead, fans can anticipate Myers' return as the voice of Shrek in the upcoming Shrek 5, scheduled for release on July 1st, 2026. This revival of the beloved franchise indicates Myers' enduring appeal and his potential re-emergence in mainstream cinema. In short, while Mike Myers' presence in Hollywood has fluctuated due to past project failures and industry perceptions, his recent and upcoming projects suggest a renewed engagement with the entertainment world, much to the anticipation of his audience. Charlie Sheen was once one of Hollywood's highest-paid and most prominent actors. Rising to fame in the 1980s with films like Platoon, 1986, and Wall Street, 1987, Sheen showcased his versatility as both a dramatic and comedic actor. He later became a household name in television, starring in the hit sitcom 2.5 Men, 2003-2011, a role that earned him critical acclaim and multiple award nominations. At the peak of his career, Sheen commanded a record-breaking salary of $1.8 million per episode. Sheen's career decline began in 2011 when his erratic behavior, substance abuse, and public feuds with 2.5 Men creator Chuck Lorre led to his dismissal from the show. His subsequent outbursts and viral catchphrases like "winning" and "tiger blood" garnered intense media attention but alienated him from Hollywood insiders. Reflecting on this period, Sheen later admitted in an interview with Yahoo, "In 2021, there were 55 different ways for me to handle that situation, and I chose number 56. The fallout from these events made Sheen a polarizing figure, and major studios and networks were hesitant to work with him. Although he briefly returned to television with Anger Management, 2012-2014, his career never fully recovered. Today, Sheen has focused on rebuilding his personal life, including maintaining his sobriety. While his controversial past overshadows his career, Sheen's contributions to film and television remain significant, and fans still remember his iconic performances with fondness. Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, born on June 27, 1975, in Santa Monica, California, is an American actor best known for portraying Peter Parker in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, 2002-2007. His performances in films like The Cider House Rules, 1999, and Seabiscuit, 2003, further showcased his acting prowess. Following the mixed reception of Spider-Man 3 Inches in 2007, Maguire's on-screen presence diminished. Reports of his demanding on-set behavior and involvement in high-stakes underground poker games, which led to legal issues, may have contributed to Hollywood's reluctance to cast him. Additionally, Maguire chose to focus on his production company, Material Pictures, and his personal life, stepping back from acting. Despite his absence from leading roles, Maguire's early work, especially as Spider-Man, left an indelible mark on the superhero genre, influencing subsequent portrayals and contributing to the genre's popularity. His performances continue to be celebrated by fans and have inspired a new generation of superhero films. In a 2013 interview, Maguire reflected on his career choices, stating, "I'm in the fortunate position where I don't have to work all the time. I can pick and choose my projects. This selectivity has allowed him to maintain a presence in the industry on his own terms." In recent years, Maguire has returned to acting with roles in Babylon, 2022, and the Apple TV Plus series Extrapolations, 2023. His re-emergence has been well received, indicating a potential resurgence in his acting career. Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, who played Spider-Man better? Comment below with your choice. Hugh Grant.
What?
My water broke.
Well, we'll get you another.
No, my water broke.
Hugh Grant is one of Britain's most iconic actors, known for his charm, wit, and standout performances in romantic comedies. He rose to fame with films like 4 Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, Notting Hill, 1999, and Love Actually, 2003, which solidified his reputation as the quintessential leading man in the genre. His impeccable comedic timing and self-deprecating humor made him a favorite among audiences and critics alike. Grant's visibility in Hollywood began to wane in the late 2000s, partly due to his decision to step back from romantic comedies, a genre he had come to dominate. In interviews, Grant expressed frustration with being typecast. "I've had 17 affairs with 17 Americans in movies," he quipped during a 2020 Los Angeles Times interview. "It's exhausting." Additionally, Grant has been selective about his roles, preferring to take on more complex characters in smaller, less commercial projects. In recent years, Grant has successfully reinvented himself, with critically acclaimed performances in darker, more nuanced roles, such as in Paddington 2, 2017, and the television miniseries The Undoing, 2020. While these projects have earned him accolades, his reduced presence in blockbuster films marks a significant shift from his earlier career. Today, Grant enjoys balancing his career with personal life, including parenting and advocating for press reforms. Although his Hollywood appearances are less frequent, his legacy as a romantic comedy legend and his ability to evolve as an actor remain widely celebrated. Jim Caviezel. Jim Caviezel rose to fame with his powerful performance as Jesus Christ in The Passion of the Christ, 2004, directed by Mel Gibson. The film was both a commercial and critical success, grossing over $600 million worldwide, and Caviezel's portrayal was lauded for its depth and emotional resonance. Prior to this, he had made a name for himself with roles in films such as The Thin Red Line, 1998, and Frequency, 2000. Despite his undeniable talent, Caviezel's career trajectory shifted significantly after The Passion of the Christ. Some industry insiders suggest that the controversial nature of the film, along with his strong religious convictions and outspoken views, may have contributed to a decline in mainstream opportunities. Caviezel has openly discussed how his involvement in the film impacted his career, stating, "All of a sudden, I stopped being one of the 5 or 6 most in-demand actors in Hollywood. It was like a whole other group of people just moved in." While his mainstream Hollywood appearances diminished, Caviezel has continued to work in smaller-scale films and television. Notably, he starred in the hit series Person of Interest, 2011-2016, which showcased his versatility as an actor. Caviezel remains steadfast in his beliefs and continues to advocate for causes he is passionate about. Although he may no longer be a Hollywood regular, his legacy as a committed actor and his impact on faith-based cinema are undeniable. Fans remember him for his bold choices and compelling performances. Seann William Scott. Seann William Scott skyrocketed to fame as the lovable yet obnoxious Steve Stifler in the American Pie franchise, 1999-2012. His comedic timing and wild antics made him a fan favorite, solidifying his place in pop culture as one of the most recognizable faces of early 2000s comedy. Beyond American Pie, Scott found success in films like Road Trip, 2000, Dude, Where's My Car, 2000, and The Rundown, 2003, showcasing his knack for slapstick humor and action-packed roles. Despite his early success, Scott's career began to wane as the raunchy teen comedy genre faded in popularity. Hollywood's evolving tastes toward more nuanced humor left little room for the type of characters he became known for. Additionally, his association with Stifler made it difficult for casting directors to envision him in diverse roles. As Scott himself acknowledged, "I always felt like I was pigeonholed. You become so closely tied to one character that it's hard to break out." While he stepped away from the spotlight for a time, Scott made a quieter return to acting, including roles in independent films and voice work in Ice Age as Crash. He also earned praise for his dramatic turn in Goon, 2011, which demonstrated his range beyond comedy. Though no longer a household name, Scott remains beloved by fans of his earlier work. Today, he's remembered as a key figure in 2000s comedy and continues to explore projects that showcase his underrated versatility as an actor. Cuba Gooding Jr.
And I know that as long as I do what I do and I'm good at what I do and I'm passionate about what I do.
Cuba Gooding Jr. became a household name with his Oscar-winning performance in Jerry Maguire, 1996, where his portrayal of Rod Tidwell delivered the iconic line, "Show me the money." Before this, he had established himself with memorable roles in Boys in the Hood, 1991, and A Few Good Men, 1992. Known for his charisma and emotional depth, Gooding was poised to maintain a stellar Hollywood career. However, his career trajectory faltered due to a series of poorly received films in the 2000s, such as Snow Dogs, 2002, and Boat Trip, 2002. These choices marked a departure from the critical acclaim of his earlier work and led to a reputation for starring in lightweight, formulaic comedies. Compounding this, legal troubles and allegations in recent years further damaged his reputation, making him a less viable choice for high-profile projects. While he has continued to act, his roles have been limited to smaller, lower-budget films and television appearances. Gooding acknowledged the challenges he faced in Hollywood, stating, "There's a responsibility to your craft, and sometimes I fell short of it." Despite this, his later performance as O.J. Simpson in the acclaimed miniseries The People v. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, 2016, reminded audiences of his immense talent and ability to command the screen. Though no longer a prominent figure in Hollywood, Gooding remains an important part of film history. Fans continue to cherish his earlier performances, which showcased his remarkable range and undeniable charisma. Bruce Lee's life wasn't just about incredible feats. It was a masterclass in dedication, innovation, and pushing past limits. His moments of unexplainable power remind us of what's possible when we believe in ourselves and commit to our craft. Whether it's his legendary one-inch punch or his revolutionary training techniques, Bruce Lee's story is a lesson in breaking boundaries and redefining what it means to be extraordinary. Now it's your turn to keep the legend alive. Like this video, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on stories that inspire and amaze. And before you go, check out our previous video, She Was Beautiful, Now It's Hard to Look at Her, linked on the end screen. Trust us, you won't want to miss this one. It's a story that will leave you speechless. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.